All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to Victoria's and Ed's wonderful, beautiful celebration of love today. I'm so glad to see all of you here, and I'm so glad to see all of you on live stream that you could visit today and be here and experience the love of Victoria and Ed after all these wonderful years. We're getting married today. It's also Ed's birthday, by the way, so we're also celebrating a birthday. So wonderful that everybody's here. Thank you for being here, and let's get the party started.
Okay. Which side? This side?
Right here. Yep.
There you go.
You could be seated.
So I'd like to introduce you all to my family. Oh, this voice thing is going to happen throughout, so just hang on. This is Ed. Oh, I'm sorry. New stuff. I'm Victoria, and this is
I'm Ed.
I'm Robbie.
And I'm Kelsey.
so Robbie is our son, and Kelsey is our daughter-in-law, Robbie's lady. Okay. Now you go, Sid.
Okay.
Now we're going to do things kind of different. You probably expected that. So I have some little cheat notes here, and I'm not wearing my glasses because I don't want to wear them. So Ed and I are going to have a marriage conversation. So you already know who we are. And this thing what we're doing today is really something else because we've already been together for 36 years almost. And we're doing this YouTube live streaming thing. And what's so marvelous about that is because all of our friends who want to see us can see us. And so, hi, everybody out there.
Hi.
So, I am Victoria. My parents are Betty and Bob Zander. And your parents are,
Albert and Virginia Troughton.
right? And he was otherwise known as Scotty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scotty, because he was from Scotland.
Yes. So we have a memory table in the back that has some pictures about our family history. So there are pictures of what Scotty looked like when Robbie was 2 months old. And Robbie's now 34, verging on the next one. And there's pictures of his mom, Ginny. There's pictures of my mom and dad in their later years. And there's pictures of them when they got engaged back in 1947. No, 46. Sorry about that. And I have a sister named Debbie. Hi, Debbie. I'm so glad you can be here. And Ed has a sister.
I have a sister named Trish. Hi, Trish. Love you.
Say that again.
Hi, Trish. I love you.
That's good. Trish is at home not feeling well, so she's getting to see us from her bed, this is a marvelous world we're living in today. So when we looked over what our life has been for the last 36 years, we found that the running stream throughout, and what's important to us is family and friends. Right?
Yes.
That's probably yes, dear. So to us, family doesn't just mean blood relatives. It means special people who have touched our hearts, right?
Everyone.
Everyone that comes into our lives that has spent time with us. So our house has had a revolving door on it most of these 36 years. So we have lots of family. And it includes lots of young people, and now they have grandbabies. And then there, of course, is the Otter Clan. And the Otter Clan is my special group of friends who we have been friends since, I think it was about, 30 years. But then the Otter Clan was formed in about 1997. And the Otter Clan started out with just ladies. And we have a whole history of the Otter Clan back on the memory table and pictures. And then our families wanted to be included, so we grew to be the Otter Clan. And now we're the Otter Clan, which now includes the otter babies and the otter grandbabies. So shout out to all of our Otter Clan, everybody, and to all of our friends. The other thing is that we have lots of angel friends with us today. And one of my angel friends was one of my children named Vaughn. And that is Bob's son. So, Bob, I know you're watching. And so I'm remembering you, too. And your angel daughter, Lisa.
Oh, yes, Lisa. It's been a long time. But she was the youngest when I first got to know her.
Who are the other children?
The other children was Michelle, Trent, and Reed. And when Reed's mother and I got divorced, he went out and legally had his last name changed to mine. So now he's Reed Troughton, and he lives up in Alaska.
So shout out to all of them, too, because they're watching as well. And, of course, then there are grandchildren from Reed, and that would be Katie Francis and Sherry Lynn. And they're working. So shout out. I know that we're maybe going to see Katie later, so shout out to everybody. We have oodles of friends. My friends Dorothy and Alan are coming down from Maple Valley, and they are Robbie's godparents. I've known Dorothy for 50 years. And Ed's dear friend was Zeke, so he's one of our angel people now. And you want to say anything about Zeke and his adventures?
No.
Well, Zeke, that wasn't his real name. His real name was Gordon Boys, but he went by Zeke Zanoni in the gypsy days when he and Ed used to do their palm reading things at the swap meet and use little Robbie as their shill, don't you know? So we have had a wonderful life together, and part of that is we met April 15th on tax day, 1986. And so we've been celebrating that anniversary for a long time. Now we'll get to have two of them in case we miss one. So back at that time, I had been to the symphony that night, and I came in to visit friends. And it turned out Ed was sitting at the other end of the bar, and I had never seen him before. And he looked like a combination of Santa Claus, Grizzly Adams, and Kenny Rogers. Maybe a little bit of Ernest Hemingway thrown in on the side. He had a long ponytail and a beard almost down to his navel. He was wearing a red and black lumberjack shirt, and of course the pants with the knife leather thing on the belt, and soft-soled moccasins, don't you know. And all of a sudden, as I was sitting at the bar talking to my friend Linda, the bartender, my favorite drink, which would have been Grand Marnier, came floating down the bar. She nodded her head and said he was okay. So what did you see when you saw me, Mr. Ed?
Somebody I wanted to talk to.
And that's going some. Because we know that I'm the talkative one and he's the more strong, silent type. Yeah. Agreed?
Agree.
Yeah, but as of today, we're going to change some of that. So, yes. Anyway, so do you have anything else that you would like to add at this time before I move on to the next subject?
No, move on.
Okay, moving on. So what promises did we make all those years ago? We promised that we would never play those jealousy games that so many couples play. We would be faithful to each other, and if we wanted to get rid of each other, we'd tell each other that, and then move on, rather than moving on to try out the waters and then see if we wanted to stay. Not going to play that game. And we decided that as much as we could, we were going to fight fair if we fought at all. We never have fought very much. That's because Ed's the strong, silent type. That we would treat each other with kindness, we would care for each other, and that we would keep a promise to our individual selves as well as to each other. And we have been in sobriety for over 30 years. Yeah. We also promised that we would be the best parents that we could possibly be, learning all of the time. And that we would be together and live life to the fullest, through good times and not, and persevere. And not forever. And then, what was that you said the other day, Ed, about living together? The longest?
Oh, you're the longest person I've ever lived with my whole life.
He said that's even longer than his parents. And then I thought about it, and my gosh, I have lived with him longer than I've ever lived with anybody also. So me too. And in conclusion, what we're doing today is we're launching onto the next path of our journey to live a full, happy, joyous, together life.
Ready? All right, got a mic.
Okay.
Oh, I'm good. That one's for you,
All right.
so everybody can hear. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here together so that Ed and Victoria may be reunited in marriage. We are here to celebrate and to share in their love for one another as they move through their lives and continue on this wonderful journey of love. Now, you have to turn and face each other. Hold hands.
Hold hands.
Hold hands. Well, at least
And
one hand.
one hand.
One hand.
Can we hug?
You can do whatever you'd like as long as somebody can hold the mic.
Okay.
Ed,
Please.
you'll be first, and all you have to say in response is I will. Okay?
We want to do I do.
Okay, I do is fine. Ed, do you take Victoria to be your wedded wife, Do you promise to love, honor, and cherish her for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, for as long as you both shall live? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
And Victoria, do you take Ed to be your wedded husband? Do you promise to love, honor, and cherish him for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, for as long as you both shall live? If so, answer, I do.
Absolutely, I do.
All right. Let us pray and bless this relationship. Dear Universal Spirit, we present to you Ed and Victoria, who come this day to be married. May the promise of the love that they have, that they've made with each other, continue on to be a blessing with true love, devotion, and commitment as long as they both shall live. Continue to give them grace and guidance that they may embark on this chapter of their lives. May joy be with them always, that they may continue to be a blessing to each other and to those around them, family and friends. Yes. And we know it is so, and so it is. Amen. And that, my friends, you have given the vows that I could never have written for you. The life that you've had is more than I could even comprehend. And it is my honor and my blessing to announce that you are husband and wife. And you may kiss each other at this point.
One more.
Yay! And I present to you Ed and Victoria, husband and wife.
Were you going to do that Apache thing?
No, you said you didn't want it.
I highlighted it.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay.
Okay. Well, there's an Apache prayer that's pretty neat. So you all can look that up. So in conclusion, this is such a happy day. It's been a long coming day, but it's coming at just the right time. It's meant to be at this time. And it's meant to be in this glorious time when we can reach out. I mean, shout out to Jeff G in Malaysia. Oh my gosh. We're all over the world and we're all over the country. And hello to all my cousins all over the place, Florida and Arkansas and Missouri and all over the place. Special shout out to Trish and Debbie. But as we know, in this time in the world, it certainly is not peaceful and joyful everywhere. So in honor of Ukraine and all of the strife, criminality, lack of integrity, all the things that are happening in our world that make it so scary today, I want us to conclude by singing the Unity Peace song. And I'd like Dallas and Linda and Karen to lead us in that. And please start low enough so we can sing it. And here we go.
Let it begin with me.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment, live each moment, peace and harmony. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so follow Lori.